Hello, hello, hello. What? Hello, hello, hello. Yes. Come on in, come on in. Yes. Pull up a chair, pull up a chair. Pull up a chair. Yes, come on in, okay? Pull up a chair, huh? Yes, yes, this is one of my randoms chat, right? Guess what? Remember what I said. Remember what I said. Do you remember what I said, okay? We have so much going on in the world, right? So much going on. Everything that is happening, guess what? Yes, it does affect everyone. Okay, I don't care what they say. They say, oh, this only, nope, it affects everyone. Okay, so guess what we're gonna do? A portion of the day, a portion of the day, right? What we're going to do is take a moment, to celebrate something. Yes, take a moment to show gratitude, right? And celebrate something. Do you understand? Celebrate something. Find something going on to celebrate. Find something in what? Your life to celebrate. Um, Something going on, right? That's healthy. Celebrate something, okay? Yes, 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 okay? So here it is. I'm going to call this at happy hour. Let's do that. Yeah, I like that. I kind of like that. Happy hour right now, right? Happy hour, okay? So let me tell you something. What I'm doing right now is I'm showing up. What I'm doing is I'm showing up to tell a piece of my story, right? Just some random chat, okay? Just some random chat. So the question at hand is how? It's still how. It's going to be how for a while, right? How? How did you get through the things that you got through? Really, truly. How did you get through those things? Okay, how were you able to get through, continue to maneuver, through the things that were happening to you? Okay? That's what people want to know. People want to know how in the world did you get through that? Okay? When all those traps were set up for you, how? Okay? So let's talk about it, okay? If this is your first time here, I'm going to say welcome, welcome. Sunshine Brown, welcome, welcome to Sunshine Brown, welcome. Pull up a chair like I said, okay? You can get a little closer, honey. I do not bite. I don't bite. Come on, come on, come a little closer. Listen to this, okay? Now, I must tell you, um, you may want to go back and look at some videos for sure, just to see what's what. But I'm telling my story, and I've told my story after being targeted and while being targeted. Okay, all right. Now, I must tell you, yes, yes, yes. I must tell you that what this has truly been a journey. Okay, but guess what? I went through my healing and all that good stuff. And people just throw that around a lot, I noticed, right? But I actually did go through healing and everything I went through in front of the world, okay? So, no, this is not, some made up thing. You know how people pop up on the camera, they come from nowhere. And then all of a sudden this is this and that. No, people actually watched my journey, like their physical eyes on my journey. So, this is a real thing. This is not a false thing, okay? Um, Repairing after being targeted, I should say also, okay? So listen to what I'm saying to you. Listen to what I'm saying to you. People ask the question, how did you get through all of that? Especially when so many traps were set up for you. Let's talk about that for a quick moment, okay? Let's talk about it, okay? Because you're asking the question, right? You're asking and you keep asking that question. Let's talk about it for a quick moment, okay? So yes, just imagine not knowing what's going on for a portion of time, right? Not knowing, whoa, what's going on, right? When I say that, listen to my words. When I say I didn't know what was going on, I want you to hear me carefully. All right? That means that I have to break things down because you can't assume that people understand what you're saying. So I break it down in the simplest form. Yeah, that's something I've learned. So, not knowing what's going on, okay? does not mean that you're some ignorant person. Okay? Okay, ignorance. Like I'm just ignorant. I don't, no. Let me tell you what that means so you'll understand. Not knowing what's going on, meaning I've lived a life, I haven't bothered anybody, nothing has happened where I've done anything. I'm not a criminal, I don't act as a criminal, I don't hang with any criminals, you know what I mean? I don't have anything going on. I'm just, people actually physically watch me go to work, come back, take care of my family, this and that. They got pictures all over me. They had pictures of me all over the city. Did you hear me enjoying myself with my children downtown Cincinnati? Did you hear that? They actually had photos. Okay? Okay? So whomever the group of people that didn't like me really didn't like me. Okay? They really didn't. I'm talking about pictures. Like when you would walk in certain places, they would have a picture on the wall with other pictures. But my family was there even when I was pushing a stroller. Do you understand? My family, my kids and I, we done ran through this city having a great time. Okay? Oh, yes, honey. Oh, yes. I mean, the greatest time. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Let me keep talking. So, yeah. Wow. I want to share with you. Wait. Let me back before I go further. I didn't even know that was there. The person that helped start this whole smear campaign and got people all involved in this smear campaign, okay? That ex that y'all say that's the ex, right? Came back to tell me this. Do you know your pictures are up such and such? Do you know? They came back to tell me because I didn't even know. Wow. Let me keep going. Unbelievable. People are so jealous. Be careful. If anything, be careful out here. All right? Listen to me. No, they better be careful. No, they better be careful. For you as well. Amen? So listen to this. Wow. What a journey. What a journey it has been. Just a thought. Oh my goodness, just a thought. Meaning, I have to go there for a moment. I could teach a class on, I could be the damn tour guide on what's beautiful. Like, I don't know all the current things exactly right now, but in the past, honey, I was a tour guide for, telling mothers what to do and fathers what to do. They would ask me, yes. That's so crazy. Enjoy the city. So, meaning you're not hidden, you're out and about all the time. My children, when I wanted instead of me worrying about running here with this person, that man, whoever, I would take my kids, go to the movie time, whatever would come up, dinner, movie, all of that, dinner and a movie, this, I would take my kids out. I would take my children. Like, let's go. Anytime I had a moment, it could be whatever day of the week. I did the most spontaneous things. Wow. And they can sit down and repeat this good stuff. Amen? Yeah. It's been real. Okay? So, let's keep going here. How many more minutes do I have here? So, people ask, how did you stay out of, how did you get through this, I should say, right? Okay, here we go. So when I would go to, say for example, the police station to get help or whatever, and that became different. It's the way that I'm gonna, say that it wasn't, Okay, so when I would go to the police stations or whatever at that time, years ago, I would not, it wasn't, I'm going to tell you what was helpful. The helpful part of it is that they did say, we're going to watch the streets, okay? Let's put it like that, all right? And, all these things were happening. I'm telling you. I mean, just imagine all the people acting weird. People at your bank acting weird. Okay? People at the, um, just people acting weird, period. Okay? People at the urgent care work acting weird. Okay? People, I mean, they got the people from the Job and Family Services in their cars following you. Okay? Did you hear what I just said? People from Job and Family Services, you don't even have active business with them. And they should be filing your child support. They should be finding something, okay? But they're not, okay? You know? But they're not. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? But they're not, okay? Now let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. I received it. Let's talk about this. God is showing me something that I just seen came across my screen. All right. So my thing is that, hold on, guys. Amen. Sorry about that. Listen to me. So one of the things that I did, I could keep going. Just imagine having people just switch up on you and start acting very strange, right? Acting very strange or very weird, right? Okay? Acting very strange, very weird on you, okay? So what that did was, it made me go in and within, especially to deal with myself, okay? Because I felt some type of way and I knew that I had to what? Keep calm. I knew that people were what? Playing a game with my life. Let me give you an example of what I mean. When I walked into the police station one day, this lady, one of the lady police officers, I had already spoke with her, and she said it was strange because she noticed that people was following her, right? She said that. She said, I noticed people have been following me and things. I don't even know what that's about, but she noticed that she had been getting a lot of traffic herself. And I said, yeah, and she said, but she didn't, she just, so naturally she's not going to probably go in detail with me about all of how she felt or whatever, right? But she said that. Now, another time I came up to tell these people are still on me and they following me and they just, so you know what she did? She handed me a pamphlet. Now this is before they would admit that there was gang stalking and things like that going on in the community and stuff like that. Or however, this is before she would admit that. So she was telling me basically, this is what this happened. And she would always tell me, she was like, "Are you some sorority girl? Are you?" She said, "Don't tell me." Like that's how, before she would, when I would show up at the window, she would be like, "I know you a sorority girl. I know you this." I'm like, no, no. So basically, she handed me a pamphlet. Another time I came, she just, and what it was is, Like if you dealt with being traumatized or something like that, she just gave me a pamphlet. Okay. And I looked at her and I said, do you see this? She gave you a pamphlet. And what you saying is factual. And I'm not stupid. I knew that they could see it. I knew that they could see it. While you're traveling, they can see you doing whatever you're doing. I knew this even back then. Okay? And she gave me that pamphlet. And I remember how I felt. I remember how I felt. When she handed me that pamphlet, I said, and I looked at her. I said, thank you. And I got up and I walked out. Okay? I'm sure that she could have been a little shocked. I'm sure that she could what? Have been a little shocked, okay? I'm going to end this here and I'll be right back with you. Okay?